Hi, my name is Neil Willard and I'm the rector here at Palmer Memorial Episcopal Church. Within our parish, our neighborhood is the Texas Medical Center, located right across the street from us. Our church bells ring daily for those who work there. We give thanks for the healing that takes place there. We believe in listening to the wisdom found there, especially in the midst of this current pandemic. So we're following the recommendations of public health officials and the stated guidelines of the Episcopal Diocese of Texas as we make decisions about when to reopen our church doors for limited in-person gatherings for worship. And when that does happen, things will look and feel a lot different than we're used to. So come with me and we'll get a preview of that now. Because we cannot accommodate everyone under social distancing guidelines, we'll be using a pew reservation system for in-person attendance. The week before each Sunday, you'll have two options to reserve your spot, on the website and through the Palmer e-newsletter. After a few short steps, you're all set to go. When Sunday comes, simply bring proof of reservation with you. That can simply be an email on your phone. And don't forget your mask. Masks are required at all times while you are on Palmer's campus. To minimize the burden on those who clean our buildings, large parts of the campus will remain closed, including Autry House and the bridge building that connects Autry House to the church. From the south lot, you can access the church by following directional signage through the courtyard, or simply by walking around Autry House to Main Street. Once at the front entrance to the church, you'll see the welcome tent set up for check-in. Sidewalk markers indicate safe distance while you wait to enter. Because it will take longer than usual to get your seat, we recommend showing up a little earlier than usual. At the front of the check-in line, greeters will check your temperature, confirm your registration, and let you know your pew number. Because all pew books have been removed, the bulletin will contain everything you need to participate in the service. And don't worry, if you forgot your mask, the greeter will provide you with one. Seating inside the church has been limited to ensure proper social distancing at all times. To find your seat, simply follow the numbered placards at the end of each row until you arrive at your number. The middle of each available pew is marked to show where you can sit safely. During the liturgy, there will be significant changes to our worship. Most notably, there will not be congregational singing. Thankfully, we will still have music from the organist and cantors, but the hymn singing will have to be saved for a later date. We'll continue to pass the peace at distance, and you'll notice it happening right before communion. At the communion, the celebrant will bring the consecrated bread to you. Simply stand or kneel in your pew with your hands outstretched, and the celebrant will administer the bread. If you customarily receive gluten-free communion bread, please let the celebrant know when they pass by. Restrooms are available in the hallway closest to the columbarium. Don't know where that is? We provided directional signage to make the process easy. Simply exit the bell tower room and follow the yellow arrows to the restroom. Once there, you'll see that both restrooms have been made gender-neutral and single-use. To get back to your seat, simply follow the green arrows back to the church. An attendant will be standing by to sanitize each restroom after every use and will communicate when a restroom is available. After the dismissal and postlude, an usher will come to the pews closest to the altar. The usher will then dismiss the congregation row by row through the bell tower room door. While we know how glad you'll be to see your friends and loved ones, we ask that you love them by protecting them and avoid congregating after the service. Well, that's the end of our guided tour of how we'll start regathering for limited in-person worship, but only when it's safe to do so. Some of you won't feel comfortable experiencing church this way, and that's okay. And some of you shouldn't come back as soon as others will because with respect to COVID-19, you're in a high-risk category of persons. So rest assured that our pre-recorded services, which are actually more similar to what we're used to, will continue even after these small gatherings start to take place in the church. And wherever you are, now or in the future, whether in your own home or inside this beautiful church, know that the love of Jesus Christ surrounds you and always has and always will. That love binds us together as a community of faith. So as the words above the doors inside this church remind us, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Peace, my friends.